October 15th, this is your Week 7 New York Giants practice report, or your Blue Rush practice report by the New York Post Sports, Brendan London, Ryan Dunleavy. Let's get straight into it. Jaxson Dart mania, Jaxson Dart hype. It's there, and it's there for a reason. 3 straight games, 3 straight opening drive touchdowns. We haven't seen that in quite some time now. Is all the hype at this point, small sample size, is all the hype warranted?
Yeah, he's doing things that only the best quarterbacks do when they're rookie quarterbacks. He's in a club, I think 50-plus rushing yards in their first 3 starts with, like, I want to say it's like Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and Jaxson Dart. He's in, you mentioned the 3 straight games with opening drive touchdowns. It's the first time for the Giants since 2009. A guy named Eli Manning was the quarterback then. So he's doing things that are impressive. I think one thing you've heard about Jaxson Dart a lot is preparation. I think that plays into a little bit the opening drive touchdowns. I was hoping Daboll would tell us this morning like how they script plays or something, but you got a better chance of Santa Claus landing on your roof than you do of Brian Daboll telling you too much. So didn't get too much there, but hopefully Dart will reveal a little bit more about what goes into their opening drives, because that's when they've been the most impressive on those opening drives.
Yeah, and I think what's most impressive for me is the way that he uses his legs. And again, he's not just a quarterback that's going to run. He keeps his eyes down the football field. You saw an out route that he threw to Theo Johnson for a big gain against the Eagles. Had the blitz came, he could have easily tried to get out of it, but he waited there, and he waited for the route to develop with his tight end, who he has great chemistry with so far. But you've seen him be able to get out of the pocket and extend plays. That's what you love as a wide receiver about this guy, because when he breaks the pocket, you're not worried about, okay, now I got to turn around and block. No, scramble drill rules goes off in your head, and a guy like Wan'Dale Robinson was on the end of something like that on his touchdown when he was able to make some move when Dart was able to buy some time. Denver, they're going to blitz, and people can say, well, Justin Fields is mobile. How do you think the rookie's going to go up against this Denver defense?
Jaxson Dart's a better player than Justin Fields. Right now, 3 games into his career, he's a better player than Justin Fields. Justin Fields is a runner. He had a 1,000-yard season with the Bears a while ago. Justin Fields holds the ball for forever and takes too many sacks. Jaxson Dart goes through a couple reads, and then he looks to take off. He has a better pocket feel than Jaxson Dart. It's almost like Justin Fields is trying to prove that he can throw the ball and Jaxson Dart is just doing whatever comes natural to him. So I wouldn't compare what the Jets' stinky offense did against Denver too much to the Giants. Now look, they are going to blitz. They have 30 sacks. They have 75 pressures. They're leading the NFL in both those categories. They lead the NFL in pressure percentage, which is pressures per drop back. So it's not just that they're pressuring a lot. They're efficient at it. The Giants also have a brick wall at left tackle, and I don't think you can undersell for a second. We always say Andrew Thomas might not be the best player on the Giants. He's the most irreplaceable player on the Giants. And anybody who was screaming about trading him when he took a long time to return from his Liz Frank injury should be eating those words right now, because one reason Jaxson Dart has been so effective is he doesn't have to worry what most rookie quarterbacks have to worry about, which is their blind side. He never has to worry about it. So Thomas versus Bonito, who leads the NFL in sacks for Denver, is the matchup within the matchup in this game.
Yeah, anytime Andrew Thomas in the past has gone down, you've just seen the offensive line completely unravel. So like you say, he may not be the best player, but he is this team's MVP without a doubt, and that continues to show. And just really quickly, Jaxson Dart going up against this Broncos defense that blitzes a lot. I feel like the Eagles game was like the PSAT towards this SAT that's coming up, because the Eagles tried to unravel him a couple of times with the blitz, and he was able to read his sight adjustments, hit his hot reads, and keep a drive moving, or keep the down and distance in a sustainable position for he in this offense. The biggest question now, whether it be going into Denver or for the rest of the year, are you comfortable with the weapons he has on the outside to throw to? Or if you're Joe Schoen, put your Joe Schoen hat on, are you going to go out and go get a guy?
I put my Joe Schoen hat on. Can I go sign Saquon Barkley for – No, I can't do that? Okay.
We're done with that. We're done with that one.
Right. No, I'm not comfortable with it, especially Darius Slayton is on the side again. this could be a week-to-week thing and not, there was people thought there's a chance he was going to play last Thursday. That was never going to happen on a hamstring. So this could be kind of a week-to-week thing. And even with Darius Slayton, I'm not comfortable with the weapons that Jaxson Dart has. I would be looking, and I hear the Giants are looking to make a trade for a receiver. I would be prioritizing a receiver who's under contract for 2026, who can come in and be maybe a number 1 or a number 2 or complement Wan'Dale and Slayton right now while Neighbors is sidelined, and then next year is your number 2 to Malik Neighbors and fits him well, playing opposite. They complementary strengths. I think the Giants are looking to do that. Not so much because they believe they're a playoff team, but think back to the Leonard Williams trade of 5 years ago when they were headed nowhere, but they wanted Leonard Williams for the future. There could be a kind of thing like that where they get somebody who has some team control. Some names I've heard: Jawan Jennings, Dontavion Wicks from the Packers, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and Jerry Jeudy.
Okay. All right. I mean, out of all those guys, if we're out in Vegas right now and you were to put a green chip on one of those names, who would you put that chip on?
I can make a lot of cases. If you asked me this morning, I would have said Dontavion Wicks. If you asked me yesterday, I would have said Jerry Jeudy, because him and Dable go way back to their Alabama days. Okay. There was rumor about the Giants trading for Jeudy a couple years ago before he was traded to the Browns. I guess I would say right now, Jawan Jennings, who actually is a free agent at the end of the year. So I don't love that one. I'd be looking for somebody else, but there's a possibility. And remember, the Giants, Wan'Dale Robinson's a free agent after the year. So if they add somebody, that gives them a little bit of leverage maybe in some Wan'Dale Robinson negotiations, though I think Wan'Dale's having, a very good season.
If they win this game, I'm loving the Rashid Shaheed pick right there, or trade, because I feel like it's something you don't have to give that much up from, and you could get a lot of value from this kid. Catch and run guy, put speed on tape. We saw what he was able to do when they played the Giants before the half. 87-yard bomb. They had zero chance of catching that guy. So if you can't get a dynamic playmaker that's a sure thing, then at least it adds an extra element of speed, whether it be the jet sweeps or wherever it is, find a way to get this guy the ball. Finish this up here, Ryan, before we go back in and get ready for player availability in the locker room.
One thing I think we didn't touch on that trade topic is the Giants don't have a third-round pick because they traded for Jaxson Dart, and that's the going rate a lot for a receiver trade in October. It tends to be the third-round pick. Giants don't have one, so they're going to have to weigh in that front office. Some of them wearing my Joe Shane hat. Do I want to give up my second-round pick and then not have a pick from 1 to 4? Do I want to give up like a 2027 third-round pick or something? Do I want to give up, or do I want a lesser player? The Giants have 3 sixth-round picks. Do I want a lesser player, and maybe I give up like a 5 and a 6?
Yeah. All right, that's something we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on. Again, you heard the man, not only today or tomorrow, but for the rest of the year as well. For Ryan Dunleavy, I'm Brandon London. This was your Blue Rush Practice Report.